Hey, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys and you wonderful ladies, this literally does not work. Man, I am so blessed to have great fans out there. Shout out to Amanda, who ended up making me um, these transfers for the table. I can't wait to put one on the Jobu tabletop there because that way it has a Jobu star on there and things. And Miss Jackie and Miss Anita, who ended up sending me a Cowboy shirt, a defense Cowboy shirt, as well as a Dak Prescott from Dak Prescott Shop hat for Father's Day. I appreciate all of you great fans, and there's so many of y'all that have done so much to help me that I can't say thank you enough because, again, without you guys, this literally doesn't work. So, interesting thing. Marcus Spears is becoming the anti-ESPN guy. You're like, what? Um, what ESPN seemingly has always done, if you think about every time there's been a former Dallas Cowboy player, it's almost like they bring them on to actually trash the Cowboys. And it seems like more times than not, those guys are so difficult, so hard on the Dallas Cowboys, and basically telling you they suck and this, that, and the other, and so on. And I wonder if that's part of the prerequisite, if you're a Dallas Cowboy, a former Cowboy player, to work for ESPN, that you have to be, there against them. It's kind of like when you have the head coach has his kids that are playing on his team. He's got to be tougher on them to show that they're not playing favoritism. And so we've always had everybody trashing. Well, Marcus Spears, it seems like, has broke that mold. I think Darren Woodson, probably the reason why I think he left ESPN was he just couldn't take it anymore. But Marcus Spears seems to be getting his voice and being more vocal of trying to at least put things in perspective. And there's this clip that's great where he basically says, listen, Mike Nolan is the problem with the Cowboys, and we're screwed up on that.
It doesn't change a damn thing for me. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing that's driving me crazy. Okay, I can see it. I can understand why people are picking the Washington football team, and some people are even picking the New York Giants because of what they did in the moves. Do we not identify what happened to the Cowboys last year? Are we just going to move all that stuff to the wayside and not even acknowledge the defense sucked because of the defensive coordinator? I don't expect them to be that bad this year. And I expect their offense to be at least top 5, top 7 in the NFL. Listen, I need to settle down. Let me calm down, Mina. Go ahead.
So, this is actually a question that I actually had a person say this to me, that Baker Mayfield's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott because he took his team to playoffs last year. This is one of those times where I hate to tell people you're stupid or you don't have a knowledge when it comes to football, but you're stupid and you don't have a knowledge when it comes to football. Here's the thing. I want you to think about the defense that Cleveland has with guys like Myles Garrett. A really good, strong defense. Not a defense, to mind you, that gives up 30 plus points a game. I want you to think about the running game that the Browns have, where they literally ran for 308 yards against our team. I want you to think about Baker Mayfield is not asked to carry the team. He's not asked to overcome the defense. He's not asked to play with a running game that's not good. Baker Mayfield had 24 touchdowns and I think 9 interceptions last year, about 3,500 yards, which was a great season for him. In his 3 years, he's got 75 touchdowns and about 43 interceptions. His interceptions in just his 3 years are more interceptions than Dak has thrown in his career. To say that Baker Mayfield is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott because solely the Cleveland Browns made the playoffs for the first time since, well, hell, they hadn't had a winning record since 2007, is really a lack of understanding what goes on in the field. And I'm wondering, because I still get people that say that, oh, Dak Prescott, he's ass, he's trash, and everything else. I wonder if this is the lack of knowledge of what actually takes place on the football field is the reason why so many people will say Dak is trash. It just seems to be that that's kind of the case with some of those haters out there. I don't know. I can't understand it as I see, the Rams pay Jared Goff to basically go away, send a couple of number 1 picks for Matthew Stafford, and believe that Matthew Stafford is a great quarterback that's all of a sudden going to, after never winning a playoff game, now lead the Rams to a Super Bowl. I just don't see that working. But yet, that's the kind of thing that some people, some Cowboy fans, will say, oh, well, we should have traded for Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson. I'll take Matthew Stafford. I'll take Baker Mayfield. I just don't understand all that. But hey, we're free to choose to believe what we believe in. At least it's the weekend. I'm curious if any of you out there, I haven't had a knee surgery since 94. It's been a while. I've had 2 scopes, one on each knee before. ACL removed out of this one. They tried to deal with the infection with the scope first, but they weren't able to get to it, and that's where they had to cut it open, and that scar took forever to heal. In fact, that scar is still raised on my knee. And so I've got a torn meniscus that I'm having surgery on Wednesday. And I'm curious if any of you have had meniscus surgery and how long it was before you were up and about and back to being closer to where you normally are. Bit worried because, the old saying that poor people like me, we got to work. And I've got so much I've got to do that I've got to be able to get up and around sooner than later. My doctor is supposed to film it for me, and I want to follow everything that goes on with that, and share it with you guys. Because so many times, I love football. I am a diehard football fan. I live football every single day. I relate everything that's going on in life with football. You guys know this. Too many times as fans, we forget that players are people too that are asked to do superhuman things that the body's not meant to do. And that there's a tall price that they pay for our entertainment. And I want to give you guys at least a little taste of what they do to make sure that they can perform on Sundays, and the amount of work that goes behind it. So, that being said, it's the end of another day. And I appreciate seeing each and every one of you all. Hope you have a great weekend. Be safe out there, and God willing, I'll see you in the morning. Peace.